Yes, sir. What's up? What's happening? I hope all is well with you guys, man. I really do. It's been trying times lately. A lot of people have been affected and hurt. A lot of people have been stressed out. A lot of people are dealing with some major anxiety right now. A lot of people are dealing with feelings and thoughts that they don't really know how to deal with. And my prayers go out to you guys. This whole thing with Charlie Kirk it's actually been kind of mind-blowing because it hit so hard, and it punched us so hard. But I got to tell you guys, I'm slightly surprised that it still is prominently talked about today is when it happened. And I know enough time hadn't gone by yet to get over it by any means. I don't think we should ever get over it. It's a big deal. But most tragic situations are on and off the internet in a microsecond. We live in a microwave society. So please understand when I say that I'm partly surprised, it's not because I think that we should be moving past it. It's just that I'm actually kind of surprised that we're not moving past it. And I think that that's a good thing. I think it's great. I think it's very important that we start dealing with these situations at hand and not letting go until, the appropriate time. And I don't know when that is. But with all that being said, man, Oliver Anthony just dropped a new one, and it's called Only God Can Save Us Now. And I'm intrigued to hear it because of everything that's been going on. And I know Oliver Anthony's stance on things. And as a fellow Christian, I know that it hit him in the gut in the same way that it hit all of us Christians. I think it hit a lot of people that aren't even Christians in the gut really hard, man. But with Christians specifically, I know for sure, after speaking with many Christians and also seeing many content creators that are Christians, there's such a heavy feeling in the air because of what happened with Charlie. So if y'all are ready to get into this, I'm ready to do it. I'm excited to see what Oliver Anthony's going to bring to the table here. But before we do, please make sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. It helps propel me into the algorithm. It really helps the channel grow, and I surely appreciate you. Thank you so much. And without further ado, let's get into Oliver A. Oh yeah, he about to get into the bag, boy. Instrumentation is always super important to me too, right? Like the violin, I don't even know what kind of instrument he's playing, but that violin is screaming at you. And I almost feel like he's using what he's using to set a tone. He's about to go crazy.
They say all dogs go to heaven, but I don't know. Well, it's been hell since you went away. People I know call me on the phone, but I don't have much to say.
Woo.
I think only God can save me now. I think the time's just about run out. Well, he's the light in the dark, the right at the fork of the road.
Come on, dog. Yes, sir.
But it's hard to admit when you don't even know where to go.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But I don't know. Man, I like this. First of all, I love the lyricism leading up to this. This is a very well-written song. But he's the light. I think in dark times specifically, it's very important that we focus heavily on who God is, because a lot of people like to say, be I used to be a follower of God. I used to feel like I had a relationship with God, but then I feel like God allowed this to happen, and I just don't understand that. A lot of people say things like this, but I think it's important to always remind people, if you're in a situation and you're in a position in life that God has given you to lead or to help people that need help, it's always important to remind people in the darkest of times and in the darkest of situations who God is. He is the light on the hill. He is hope. He's your directive at the fork in the road. But I love how he ended it right there with, but I don't know. Oliver Anthony is one of them ones, bro. I think he's one of a kind. Truly, I've never heard anything like him. If I have, then the labels chewed him up and spit him out and made him produce the garbage that the labels wanted to produce. And that's what I respect and admire most about Oliver Anthony, is he's still so simplistically minded that he's not going to let them labels get their hands on him. He ain't going to let them guide him or give him a blueprint to success. He doesn't care. And that's what I love most about him. And you can feel it in the music. You can hear it to the point where you feel it. There's pain in his music. There's so much realness in his music. You can't make that up in a room with a writing camp and some instrumentation, bro. Like, what he does is spirit-led. In my opinion, it's spirit-led, and when it's spirit-led, you're gonna have that relatability strand, and people are gonna pull on it. They're gonna want to replay it over and over again. And I know that it irritates the hell out of these labels. I know it does. But he doesn't care. I love that about him. This is amazing. The instruments are speaking themselves.
Sometimes the sun shines so bright, but I just can't feel it.
Ooh.
And there's days I'm insane, but it's okay. At least it's real.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to Buddy over here playing the hell out of that violin. It doesn't say his name, bro, but salute. Wow. Yeah, man.
They say all dogs go to heaven, but I don't know.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that was amazing. Just let's play some music in the backwoods, bro. I'm gonna sing a little medley. Hey, set up the speakers. Bring the violin. I'm gonna bring my ukulele, guitar, or whatever you call it, and I'm just gonna pick away a little bit. I'm gonna I'm gonna harmonize a little bit. We could bring the cameras. Come on, everybody, come on. And yeah. Just right here in the middle of the woods. Just right here in the middle of the woods. It's fine. Bro, that was special. I actually think that that's probably one of my favorite records of his that I've heard off of First Listen because it felt so real. Northmen of Richmond also had that real sense of feel to it. You can't make that up. You can't fathom it. You can't design that. Labels, that's what's wrong with y'all, is y'all continue to try to design and manufacture feel, and you can't. Because feel is based off of it really is an artist to listener experience. And that feel is based off of the relatability. So if the artist said, I got something I gotta say. I'm being led by my spirit to lay this down, to say this. And I believe in the Holy Spirit. I believe in the biblical Holy Spirit. And I believe when he's guiding you to do something, you need to do it because it can help, especially if you're if you're an artist or if you're a commentator or if whatever. Like if you feel the Spirit is leading you to say something, do something, sing something, do it. Because most certainly that's the relatability thread that people gravitate to the most, and they pull on it like a hug. They pull on it like a hug. People are listening to this record right now crying. Crocodile, like not crocodile tears. They're crying. They're crying tears because they feel it so much. And I think that sense of feeling, it can't be fabricated. It can't be manufactured in a lab by some writers and some people that can play a little bit of a medley on an instrument. Like it can't be guided it by anything other than the Holy Spirit or the Spirit. But I love his reminder to everyone in this record that God is the light at the top of the hill. And that is also what we're called. Jesus is King. That's what we're called to be as Christians as well, is lights at the top of the hill. So I want to challenge you after hearing this song. If you consider yourself to be a Christian, I want to challenge you in this way. As a Christian, are you a light at the top of the hill for the hopeless and the dark to see and strive to? Or did you put your light out so that you could go cause more chaos and pandemonium at the bottom of the hill with everybody else? And that's why I love that Oliver Anthony said that, because it's a gentle reminder, but an emotional reminder nonetheless that, we're called to be Christ-like. We're called to be that light at the top of the hill. Man, I love this record. And I love after the first verse or stanza, whatever you want to call it, I love after his first part before taking an instrumentation break, how he just, but I don't know. Because isn't that all of us? Isn't that where all of us are realistically? Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I can tell you what I know for sure. What I know for sure is that my faith is solid. In Christ, the solid rock I stand. I know that that's for sure. I know that my relationship with my wife is real. I know that my relationship with my kids is real. And I think that I have a good idea about how to lead people and how to help people out of really nasty circumstances, but I really don't know. I don't know. I just have a feeling, and I always strive based off of that feeling. So when I see artists that also put their foot forward based off of the feeling, I salute it and I respect it and I love it. So shout out to Oliver Anthony. I thought that this was great. And it was a great, subtle, simplistic, yet deep and motivational reminder of who we are called to be, in my opinion. That's what I took from it as the listener. So I hope that you guys liked it. If you did, make sure to go over to Oliver Anthony's channel and hit like and subscribe on his channel as well. He's got a lot of bangers, bro, a lot of slaps, and he's different. He's not like anything that you've heard before if you don't know who he is. And I really appreciate art like this because it's so real. It's so real. Shout out to Oliver Anthony, man. This was awesome. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.